Yo, what's up? Welcome to Nixis ranks every single Kingdom Hearts 2 boss, from easiest to hardest. Let's get to it. Number 1, Final Fantasy Samness. I say Final Fantasy Samness because this looks like straight Final Fantasy characters. This guy is just sitting there and does nothing special. He's not great enough to sit down and insta-kill us. So you just hit him until he's done. Nothing he does really matters. The second encounter is just annoying because you need to fly back to the arena, but that's nothing. Number 2, Dragon Nobile. This is not exactly harder, it's just that you need a little bit more focus, I guess. Using the laser is better at a new joint instead of trying to finish an already damaged one. Trust me, it's instant. Number 3, Hercules. Am I the only one tired of Hercules going loser mode? And we're the junior heroes? We're always ready for a fight, and Hercules doubts himself more than a woman. Anyways, he does nothing, and after getting comboed, he goes invincible mode. But he does nothing with it. Yes, he deals some damage, but nothing special enough to care about. I got hit once because I got super greedy, but other than that, show this guy that we are better than Phil's favorite. Number 4, Genie Jafar. The hardest part about this is handling the magic carpet. It's nothing that harder, but it's annoying. All you gotta do is hit his abs and fly around him, so that you can then hit his head until he decides life's too short to exercise. Repeat until you break his morale and done. Number 5, Pete. Pete is nothing special. I know there's the Hades Cup fight, but I'm not going there. Pete is worth nothing. The biggest problem is the shite around the arena. Deal with that and Pete has nothing. Number 6, Sark. Tron's having family fights, but we're here to help. Sark is nothing. Just break his ankles and there you go. You can also perforate his head, which is great and instantly gets him out, but he will come back after 5 minutes of crying just like a little kid. The thing is, this fight takes time. You gotta use Tron's command and then you get out of the game and get out of this world. Number 7, Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie does nothing. He literally sits there getting hit. Not even to have some ghosts around him or scary Halloween stuff. You just throw boxes to his platform until he comes down and there you go. Beat the hell out of him. But keep in mind that he's literally a sack of bugs. So beating him tells a lot about you. Would you do the same to a homeless man? Because it's basically the same thing. Number 8, Cluster Robot. I can't stress enough how this isn't hard. It's just annoying how you can't fly to hit him. Plus, he occasionally goes invincible, which blocks any damage. Hercules could learn a thing or two from this thing. Anyways, go ballistics and finish him. Number 9, Lava and Ice Giants. These brothers aren't nothing special either. They're just somewhat annoying to deal with. Especially because you do the same thing over and over again. Not that is a bad thing, because getting paid every single month is one of my favorite activities, but turning these fat things into small tokens gets old quite fast. Just use the reaction commands and stagger them 300 times in a row and there you go. Number 10, Devourer of Children. This is one of the best bosses when you think about the fact he is simply eating the annoying kids. Maybe Sora shouldn't beat this boss and let him be, or take the children out with him. Maybe I should keep these thoughts for myself. You just reflect a fireball at him and then hit him. Use the reaction command occasionally until you free the kids. Number 11, Barbossa. Barbossa doesn't have nothing. He has the Heartless that eats light coming straight from Dragon Ball. But you beat his creature and the lights come out, and he can no longer hide behind invisibility. Now you gotta help Jack, which makes this fight 1.5% harder, but you can then easily beat him. Getting out of combos is easy due to the reaction command, and he's a pirate, which means he's weak to magic. Number 12, Damix. Damix is not hard. Straight up, get rid of the water, bully the kid, and there you go. Number 13, Thunder Dragon. I believe this is Shan Yu's nobody, because why wouldn't it be, right? There's nothing special about it. Just hop on his back and hit his horns. Other than that, you can break his other horns, which will stagger him. But using the thunders he throws at you as reflect fuel might be smarter. He might do the lightning hallway, which you just stand a little bit to the sides until he's finished. Like whenever an older person is screaming at your face and you simply wait right there until you can get out. Number 14, Shan Yu. This is not any harder than any boss previously, but the factor in the start of the game includes that you won't have much things to play with. Plus, you need to protect the gates, so focusing simply on him might result in losing, even though you were bullying the guy this whole time. Other than that, this is a pretty cool fight. You can clash swords for a guaranteed opportunity to deal more damage. And even though he has a real sword, Sora can handle it better than him. Number 15, Luxor. Luxor is cool and I like him. I also like to play with cards even though I can't do any cool tricks. But this fight is kinda harder than the data fight, simply because you don't have glide, so you need to deal with his dance moves on the ground. But that's nothing special. And yes, you can actually get glide here, but who do you think I am? Number 16, Treasure Nobody. This boss is no big deal. The reason he's this far in the list is mainly because of how annoying it is to beat him. You need to leave all the medallions in the chest in the middle of the arena, which you could cover very easily, but no, we need extra annoyance. He can and will eventually take some medallions from the chest, which to get back you need to use magic, and that gets old pretty quick. Thankfully he drops MP orbs when you hit him, but it's still annoying. Rinse and repeat until you don't need to worry about medallions being stolen. Number 17, Hades. Hades is quite better than Hercules in a lot of things, mainly because he actually uses his invincibility, and you need to do something to get rid of that. But you just throw one of Hercules' balls at him and that's it. There's a Hades battle at the Hades Cups, but that one's way easier since you have much more stuff to hit him with. Number 18, Samness. Samness is no threat, just block some attacks and you're good to go. If you happen to miss one block, you might find yourself in some stressful situations, but other than that, get to the reaction command situation and wait until the third, so you can not exactly finish him the first time, but the second time definitely. Number 19, Hydra. One of the first bosses this far on the list, just because again, you're quite useless in the beginning and can end up dying somehow. I died just because I didn't react fast enough to use the Pegasus reaction command, which is unfortunate, but Mickey came in to save me, so he might also save you. It might also help if you get on the Hydra's back. Number 20, Cerberus. Cerberus is honestly harder than the Hydra. Here you're stuck with Warren, which should be okay since his job is literally to protect people, but he's not good at saving Sora. Guess Sora is not part of the people, and getting hit by anything will get you close to death. Thankfully, Mickey is out here as well. Thanks, Mickey, for coming in. Number 21, Scar. The most annoying part is that you're in lion form, so you cannot hunt this lion. But anyways, he has much more power than Simba. But we can say that while he listens, right? I mean, he's the future king. Maybe Sora becoming king would be better for everyone. He has dark flames which can burn your health, but other than that, get through it and turn Simba king. Number 22, Saïx. Saïx is always mad, but sometimes he can hide it. This is way easier than the data fight. You can simply get the weapon and knock him back to being scared of the world, then repeat until you've shown an angry bullying victim why they do not fight back. Number 23 is Sephiroth. Sephiroth is cool to fight, but he's far from being hard. This fight, just like any other, is very like a dance. Block and find when you can attack. Damn, I just described every single boss fight ever. Anyways, this fight is pretty fun. I would enjoy to fight him infinite times just like the data fights. That would be fun. Number 24, Monkey Dinosaur. This fight starts by allowing you to spam triangle. Then you can hit the dinosaur's head, but what really matters is the monkey on top of him. If humanity came from monkeys, keep in mind that this might very well be Sora's great-grandpa. He has some stuff that might get you killed, like the fire and whatnot. The monkey also hits pretty well, so watch out and show them why we evolve. Number 25, Xigbar. Xigbar is cool, chill, and ready to shoot a kid trying to save his friends. Make sure to block some shots and he will stagger. It also helps that he screams, "Reload!" whenever he is, you guessed it, reloading his guns. I believe he also screams Sora sometimes when you can attack him, so go ahead and whenever you hear his voice, it's your ticket to hit your elders. Number 26, Samness. The Nothing World. Samness in the Nothing World is a little bit stronger, but you have Riku at your side ready to throw a million potions at you. He will sometimes use Star Wars beams and be annoying, but you can block them and get right back at hitting it. The only downside of this battle is that you cannot skip the cutscene after the battle, so this fight gets a 1 out of. Number 27, Beast's Ballroom Darkness Demon. This monster is harder, again, because of your status at the beginning of the game. You can't even fly. What kind of hero can't fly? This is a 2-stage fight. Beat the head, then you get to fight the entire demon. Using the reaction command on the chandelier makes him visible, but he will still do the same things. The only thing that changes is that you can now see him, so good luck. Number 28, Beast Basement Door Demon. At this point you might already understand that I don't care about the names, I just call him whatever I want. The brothers on the door are a problem. Here you are still weak, and there's a bunch of enemies around to give you problems. If you're lucky, Mickey will save you. Just hit the ghost until he's done and you get out of here. Number 29, The Experiment. The Experiment is weird, Halloween cool though. The thing is, most of the times I don't know if I'm ready to attack, but other than that, it's pretty easy. Hit him with your sword until you're done and save Halloween Town from this weird thing. Number 30, Zald. This Zaldin doesn't have the arrow shield, where you get completely wrecked by him teleporting close to you, but you still get your health drained by approaching him. Other than that, it's Zaldin of usual. Block some attacks and get some jump commands. Then you get to deal him some decent damage, repeat until he's done, and let Belle and the Beast dance. Number 31, Roxas. Roxas is harder here because, again, you might already know at this point, he is fast, faster than you for most of the times, and his light pillars are strong. Whenever he goes to the middle of the arena, you can't fly and it might hit you sometimes. But other than that, have fun until you kill yourself. Number 32, Lingering Will. This obviously isn't a surprise, but even though he's the hardest, he's also the funniest to fight. You have every single buff at this point, but still, he has his buffs as well. There's a bunch of stuff he does. The most annoying is when he locks your magic, so you need to hit him and release your magic powers. This is particularly worse than locking your attacks because you can't heal and you can't use Flag to survive his ultimate. Whenever he locks your attacks, you can simply go limit form and use some limits because that works. Other than that, to survive his ultimate is easy. Block 3 times, fly away and spam Flag. And then you have the opportunity to combo him. But again, if your magic is locked, you block 3 times, fly away, get hit, and cure. Oh, you don't have magic, right? My bad. He sometimes turns his Keyblade into a motorcycle, which is okay, but other characters already do that as well, so whenever he locks your commands with his bow, it's basically the same as always. Choose the right one and you're free. He might do it when you only have 1 HP, so good grief. Anyways, this guy is the funniest to fight. That's it for this video. If you liked it, do whatever. Save this in a spot of your heart. If you disagree with whatever I said, feel free to express your emotions.